Hello and welcome to the review of LG SC9S 3.1.3 soundbar system that supports many popular technologies and comes with a wireless subwoofer. I've used this soundbar with many different TVs, including C3 OLED, for which it was tailor-made. Let's see what are my impressions after the test. Soundbars with subwoofers are usually delivered in L-shaped boxes, like the one I tested many years ago. SC9S comes in a rectangular box in which you will find a lot of cardboard and recycled pulp packaging, but more importantly the soundbar, subwoofer, power cables, HDMI cable, and a specifically designed metal bracket. The soundbar has a total of 9 speakers, 4 on the front, 3 on the top and 2 on the back. The subwoofer has one front-firing speaker and a bass reflex hole in the back, with fabric placed on 3 sides. Both components are made of dark grey plastic and feel well constructed. All the soundbar's speakers are protected by the housing and you cannot remove the speaker grills, not even from the upward-firing center speaker. 3 LEDs in the front light up in different colors to inform about the input, volume level, and so on. You can connect this soundbar to any TV, but to benefit from matching design and to use the metal bracket, you need to own either LG C2 or C3 OLED TV in 55-inch, 65-inch or 77 inches. The supplied bracket allows those 2 devices to be physically connected, whether you are placing them on the TV stand or mounting them on the wall. The bracket will elevate the TV higher than the original stand, so that the soundbar doesn't obstruct sensors placed along the bottom edge, the infrared receiver and the ambient light sensor. You can see how it looks in case of C3 OLED TV I've used. On the other hand, if you mount the TV on the wall, the soundbar will be mounted together with it. Consider that you will still need to purchase a wall mount which needs to be strong enough to carry not only the TV, but also the bracket and the soundbar itself. Connectivity options include 2 HDMI interfaces, one optical input, one USB, and a DC input. One HDMI input supports eARC and should be connected to the TV, and the other one is for connection of external devices.
HDMI, USB, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, optical ARC.
The soundbar has 7 touch-sensitive buttons for power, input selection, volume adjustment, playback control, Bluetooth connection, and Wi-Fi. In addition to that, you can control the soundbar with the supplied remote, with LG Soundbar app, or with voice assistants from Google and Amazon. Alexa, turn up volume on LG Soundbar. You can also use the TV remote to adjust the volume, which I was mainly doing after I've adjusted the sound to my taste using the app on my phone. Sound quality. SC9S brings improvement in terms of clarity, low frequencies and soundstage compared to the speakers built in modern TVs, even those high-end ones. The soundbar has several sound effect modes, including AI Sound Pro, which optimizes the sound based on the content type. I've tried them all but quickly settled with the standard one, which sounds the closest to the source. There is also a surround sound setting that upmixes stereo sources across all the speakers. As I was listening to stereo music without any processing, I was happy with the vocals and dynamics, but I just could not get away from the impression that the soundbar is generating quite a narrow soundstage with left and right channels very close to each other. The sound was also coming from below the TV, so the stage seemed lower than it should be if speakers were higher, such as in a typical stereo system. SC9S performs better when it comes to movies and other multi-channel sources. Here, in addition to stereo front speakers, the center channel and top-firing speakers work as well, creating a wide soundstage. The top-firing center channel helps to position the dialogues above the soundbar, right on the screen. The subwoofer adds to the fullness of sound, though it doesn't get as deep as I was hoping for. In addition to that, as LG was aiming to avoid distortions, I was under the impression that the subwoofer wasn't producing all the fine low-frequency details just to remain on the safe side. Tweaking settings in the soundbar app didn't help. The front and upward firing speakers don't seem to be tonally matched, as I've discovered by listening to the DTS-X channel callout test. Probably that's not something you can easily hear with the actual content, but it is present. Hear it for yourself.
Left front, right front, center, left side surround, right side surround, left rear, right rear, left front height, right front height, left rear height, left rear, right rear, left front height, right front height.
Being world's first soundbar with 3 up-firing speakers, of course I couldn't wait to test Dolby Atmos soundtracks. After playing Top Gun Maverick and several Dolby Atmos demos in 2 different rooms, I cannot say that I was very impressed. Even in Dolby's demos, which were designed to maximize the effects, at best I could hear sounds above the soundbar, but nothing above the place I was sitting. The other thing that bothers me is the fact that the soundbar downmixes surround effects, so what should be heard from behind you is coming from the front. At best you can reduce the volume of surround channels in the app, but not completely turn them off. If you want to hear the actual surround effects, then you need to invest in surround speakers compatible with this soundbar. Finally, when it comes to WOW Orchestra technology that uses the speakers in both the soundbar and the TV, I cannot say that I was able to hear any significant improvement in both music and movies. Soundbar supports 120Hz VRR, HDR and 4K pass-through, but not at the same time due to limitations of the HDMI port. I was able to get 120Hz VRR HDR with Full HD resolution and 60Hz VRR HDR Ultra HD 4K. What a beautiful world of abbreviations we live in, right? Conclusion. Soundbars are a popular choice for those who want better sound quality but do not want to occupy their living room with a receiver, cables and speakers. Together with better sound quality, people want convenience and support for modern technologies. LG has done all that with SC9S and decided to go one step further by matching it with their most popular OLED TV series. In that aspect, they did a good job. For me, as somebody who's been using AV receiver and 5.1 speaker system for more than 20 years now, even the best soundbars out there sound limited in many aspects. That was the case with this soundbar system as well. It simply sounded too constrained due to its size and position in the room. Just too many channels in one box, which is smaller in height than the center channel I'm using. If you plan to get it, be sure to check the prices since they vary quite a lot. Today you can find it for as high as 1,000 euros, while some stores are selling it for less than half of that. I would like to thank LG office in Croatia for lending me this unit for testing. Let me know what you think about it in the comments and I'll catch you guys in the next video.